Welcome to Crypto Warehouse News. Today is August the 9th, and we're going to be taking a look at the agreement between BlackRock and Coinbase.
Yep, so I'm going to get into the announcement now. So it says here, or happened not too long ago, a couple of days ago, that BlackRock partners with Coinbase to expand crypto offering.
Yep.
So how about we look a bit at the BlackRock timeline?
Okay.
So in 2017, Larry Fink calls Bitcoin for money laundering.
Yes. 2017, the market cap of crypto was a lot lower than it was now.
Okay.
And companies like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, etc., they weren't really interested in a small cap industry such as crypto. So the rumors were going around that it was used for fraud, for criminal activity, etc. We all know that Bitcoin is a public ledger. You can track every transaction on Bitcoin, and the US dollar is more likely to be used for criminal activity. So he was just using the same narrative as everybody else.
Yeah. All right. So in 2021, BlackRock pivot and become bullish on Bitcoin.
Yeah, that was about the time that Bitcoin ran up from tens of thousands, ran up to $60, $65, $69,000, and it became a $3 trillion market.
Wow. Yeah.
So at that point, Bitcoin becomes a valuable asset that the large institutional banks and investment companies want to own.
Yeah. Okay. And in 2022, obviously, right now,
Yep.
BlackRock to offer crypto to clients through Coinbase.
Yep, huge news this. Coinbase are publicly listed. They're worth billions themselves. BlackRock are worth 10 trillion in terms of assets under management. So it is a very obvious deal on paper.
Yeah. All right. So the next part we're going to go on to is why does it matter? So some points of why it matters is BlackRock have $10 trillion in assets under management.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will bring crypto to all of its investors.
Yep. That's the big one. Everybody in crypto wants adoption. And to get adoption, you need institutional money.
Yeah.
Not everybody is going to have their own wallet and want to go on their own exchange. Most people will want to go to traditional channels, banks, investment houses, etc. Vanguard is another one. And they'll want to buy crypto through a blue chip third party. And this is the key where the hardcore crypto influencers want everybody to have their own keys, everybody to control their own crypto, and the majority don't want the responsibility of having their own crypto or their own ledger.
And a bit like you're talking about with the how we want adoption and things. So remove technical barriers to entry for crypto.
Yeah.
Which is like you said, you want more people to adopt it.
You need adoption, and adoption brings money, and with money, the volatility in the market reduces. So at the minute, you have the hedge funds who can manipulate the price of Bitcoin because the market cap is so low. The price of Bitcoin can be manipulated, but I think we're going to get on to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. All right. So BlackRock are long-term investors, not short-term.
Yeah, this is another massive point. Like we were just saying a second ago about the hedge funds. If BlackRock are allowing their clients to buy and hold crypto funds, those assets will be held for a long period of time. They're probably people's their pension funds, their 401k, etc. And that the more money that comes in of that ilk, the less volatility we will have in the market because those Bitcoin aren't being bought and sold every day.
All right. So the next part we'll get onto is Bitcoin investment. So 1% allocation of BlackRock's assets would be $100 billion into Bitcoin.
Yeah. I believe the Bitcoin market cap at the minute is about 440 billion just on its own. If 1% of BlackRock's assets under management is put into Bitcoin, that would be I think it's 20-25% of the total market cap of Bitcoin. If that came in over a prolonged period of time, maybe over the next 12 or 18 months, we would see a 6-figure Bitcoin. There's two problems with the supply of Bitcoin. It's limited to 24 million. There are only 2.5 million left to mine. The exchanges are running out of Bitcoin. So if BlackRock came in and bought that volume over, it's called OTC, which is over the counter, which means it won't be bought through exchanges directly. Irrespective of that, it's going to remove that Bitcoin from the exchanges, from Coinbase, and that will cause a supply shock. Whether anyone likes it or not, that's going to force the price of Bitcoin to 4 or 5x from where we are.
All right. And you mentioned both these points in what you just said now. This is 25% of the total current value of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And potential for a 6-figure or $100,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah. I mean, psychologically, to go from $25,000 to $100,000 is going from a 5-figure sum to a 6-figure sum. Psychologically, it's huge.
Yeah.
Once you hit the $100,000,
you'll carry on with that.
To get to $200,000, psychologically, the barriers aren't there. But what you would need is an awful lot of money to move from 100 to 200,000. Exactly. That's why you need the institutional cash to do this. But psychologically, once we break 100,000, the chances are, maybe during the next bear market or the one after that, would we see it dip below again? But it might only come down to $80,000-$90,000.
All right. The next point we're going to talk about is Bitcoin adoption.
Yep.
So institutional adoption is here.
Yes.
More and more industries are getting into Bitcoin.
Yep.
Such as Tesla, Fidelity, and now being BlackRock.
Yes.
And MicroStrategy and Grayscale already, before this, have huge allocations of Bitcoin.
Yeah. We spoke a bit about legal frameworks being required, and when you have regulated industries, investment companies are a lot happier because there is a legal framework protecting that industry. Now, the UK and the USA are both looking at legal frameworks to go along with their CBDCs, which is a digital currency. So you'd have a digital pound, you'll have a digital dollar.
Wow.
And part of that is a framework for cryptocurrency. Now, you won't get the adoption that we want without the legal framework. Much as, the anarchists in the crypto world want to have a free world, my keys, my crypto, etc. If you don't have a legal framework in place, you will not get the adoption that you need.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So going on to the next point is adoption takes time.
Yeah, 25 years ago, when the internet was in its infancy, people were saying the same thing about the internet that they're saying today about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, which is it's used for scams, you can't make any money out of it, it doesn't have a use, it's basically a fad, etc. Then we had the internet bubble, where there was a massive run-up of investment, everything went out of business, everything crashed. And now here we are 25 years later, and people use the internet without realising they're using the internet.
Yep, that's true.
You have your Facebook and Instagram. People aren't told they're using the internet when they're on Facebook.
They're just using Facebook.
Exactly.
But this is using the internet. Yeah.
Now, that took 20 years to get the adoption required. Bitcoin has been around for about 10 years. And it will probably be within the next 5 years that you will see mass adoption. Once you have payments available over cryptocurrency, you won't even notice. People like PayPal, people like Visa, they're already integrating crypto solutions, and once they're integrated, it will be seamless. You won't even know that you're sending your mother or father £100 and it's going over a blockchain.
Yeah.
It won't be obvious to you. So we're almost there.
Yeah. So some of the points mentioned on the slide is institutional money needs security,
which is the legal framework. Once the legal framework is in place, at the minute you have places like Gibraltar, which has had a legal framework for several years,
Yep.
and that gives companies' peace of mind. So in Gibraltar, for example, you have Zappo, you have Binance, you have Crypto.com, you have eToro. Very large multi-billion-pound companies are here because they have a legal framework protecting them. Once the UK, Europe and America bring the same legal framework in, you'll find that we're off to the races.
Yeah. So US and UK governments working on guidelines for crypto assets.
Yeah, which we
Still
just
security,
said.
yeah. Rome was not built in a day.
Yes, I think that in internet terms, 25 years to get internet adoption was fairly quick. And I think crypto will take about 10 to 15 years. So I think over the next 5 years, we're going to see a real ramp up of crypto.
Yeah. All right. Every month, more and more money wants to be in crypto.
Yeah.
So next point is domination or not. So, BlackRock have huge political influence.
Yes.
Yeah. BlackRock also own large shares in most top 100 companies.
Yes. Yeah. BlackRock, through their sheer size, own very large positions in most top 100 companies. And several commentators have pointed out that because of the size of the positions that they hold in these companies, they have unfair influence on the boards, which means that they can change policies within companies. With Bitcoin, you cannot control a decentralized asset. They can only control what's within their power.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of, unfortunately, if you want adoption, like we've said, you need to have people like Coinbase and BlackRock allowing non-accredited, non-institutional, non-technical people to invest through their funds and through their products. Yeah. You have to have that. If you don't, you're going to be stuck with a small percentage of the population owning cryptocurrency, and it's never going to get anywhere. So you need Coinbase and you need BlackRock. What I think they're trying to do is not front-run control of cryptocurrency. They're trying to front-run control of access to cryptocurrency.
Yeah, yeah.
Within 2 years, you could have 50% of Europe and the UK and America owning cryptocurrency through Coinbase and BlackRock, which is probably what they want. However, without them, you won't get that. You won't get the adoption as quickly. Yeah, I would say.
Because, like we mentioned earlier, the BioCentry, you need the ease of use.
Yes,
in order for everyone to adopt it.
Exactly.
So, as we've just talked about, this partnership is a move to gain control of crypto.
Yeah. I think the title of this was Domination. Yeah. I think they don't want to dominate crypto because that's not possible. I think they want to dominate access to crypto.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So, thank you for watching. Any final thoughts we have of this?
Yeah, this is a new format. We're a new channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching.